My name is Geraldine. Today I'm going to talk about our new control kit offering. So some changes to your control kit experience. It used to be a one-time purchase of $145. We've dropped the price of the control kit to $125. Super exciting. And you used to get 2 sets of gossamers in your control kit. We're adding a third free. So we've dropped the price, we're adding another set of lashes for you, and you're also gonna get to choose the curve of your fuse control wand. So here are your choices. You're gonna choose either the black case or the white case. Everything inside is the same, except if you get the black control kit, you're gonna get the color bronze for your fuse control wand. If you get the white control kit, you are going to get the fuse control wand in hologram. Again, you are going to get to choose either the classic curve in here, classic curve, or you also can choose the petite curve. So the petite curve, I'm going to show you what that means. The petite curve sits a little bit more open. The bronze one here is the petite curve. So this is designed for a smaller eye or a flatter eye profile. So one that doesn't have so much bulge. Maybe your eye sits a little bit further back on the face. And Sahara found a shape that works for those eye shapes. So now you get to choose the shape. All right, you also get to choose the style that you're gonna start with. So you get to choose either amplify, bold, or curl. Amplify has thin fibers, it's super natural, it sits very relaxed like your natural lashes. If you want a mascara look, you're gonna go with the bold kit. The bold gossamer lash has thicker fibers, so it's gonna give you a nice mascara look. Still super natural, like a light coat of mascara. If you want a light lash lift look, you're gonna go with the curl kit. C is for curl and thin fibers with a tighter curl than amplify. And I have the C curl on today. We're gonna do this lash map together. Now that you get 3 sizes, you can try out all the lengths on one eye if you want to, or all in one go. You can stick with one if you want, but I'm gonna show you. I've got 2 C10s. Is that right? 2 C10s, a C12, 2 C14s if you want a little bit of length, but you're like, where do I put it? You're gonna put it right underneath the highest point of your brow, just under the arch. That's where you have the most space, right? Between your lash line and your brow. So if you want some length, I added 2 14s and then I tapered back down to keep it sort of natural and not such a striking wing, we'll call it. So I went back down to a 12. 10, 10, 12, 14, 14, 12. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, but you can do whatever you want. The control kit though, so your choice of hard case, your choice of curve on the wand, you're gonna get a 10, 12, and 14 millimeter size. Doesn't matter which style you choose, you get to choose which one you wanna start with. Doesn't matter which one, you're gonna love it. You're gonna get a little magnified mirror so that you can apply Lashify anywhere. And then that's not all. More extras and freebies. You're gonna open up this magnetic storage box and your control kit sits inside here. You're gonna get a little lid space finder or a lash finder tool that's gonna help you find other lengths to try out. You're gonna get a set of wandums. These are gonna go over the tips of your fuse control wand. They're silicone covers that help reduce stickiness. I'm gonna show you how to use that. You're gonna get a QR code to scan. That's gonna take you to our Learn page so you can follow along with our amazing tutorials. You're gonna get a welcome letter from Sahara, who is the founder and creator, inventor of Lashify. Your control kit sits inside here. You lift that out, pop out the foam, and then you have a place for your collection of gossamer lashes. Like I said, once you try your sets in your control kit, you're gonna want more lengths to try, other styles to try out, so we give you a nice place to put it. So if you're here on the website, you can click below. I've pinned the control kit there for you so you can go check it out. I won't go away. You can come hang out with me and shop the website. This is a really cool feature. We're also simulcasting to YouTube and Facebook. So if you're there, say hello. Lashify Bev is going to be in the comments to help get questions answered. If you want to come hang out with me directly and pop into my comments, come to lashify.com. I'm going to be a floating screen around there, okay? Hi Bev, welcome. Okay, so the control kit, the new offering is amazing. We dropped the price, we added some amazing extras. You also get a sample, a little sample size of Melt Away, one of our removers, and Pre-Cleanse, our lash prep. Everything you need to start using the Lashify system, super easy. Yes, we get to celebrate our new classic control kit, which includes 3 lengths and your choice of curve on your fuse control wand. Super exciting. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. So if you have questions about Lashify, let me know. I'm gonna do an application for you and answer your questions along the way. So I'm gonna take Pre-Cleanse, which you get a sample of. I'm gonna prep my lashes. I have some makeup on, so I am going to use it on a spoolie just so I'm cleaning my lashes and not removing my makeup. You can apply Pre-Cleanse on a cotton round and just wipe the entire eye area to prep. That works as well. So I'm just running this through. It's a Japanese cleansing water. It removes any oil or skincare products or makeup fallout, all of that, so that I have a nice prep for my application. Oil will break up your bond, so we're using a flexible bond that does not harden. When you get your control kit, you're gonna get a dual-sided tube. This is Whisper Light, your bond. Can we choose the lash size for the kit? So Suda, you used to choose either 10 millimeter and 12 millimeter or 12 and 14 millimeter. You're gonna get all 3 sizes now, so you don't even have to choose. You're gonna get 10, 12, and 14 to start. This is a nice way, these are like our most popular sizes. This is a nice way for you to try it out, see what our sizing is like, and then if you love the product, we're gonna be launching a new subscription and membership soon, so you're gonna be able to get discounted pricing on refill products, everything you need to keep using the system, all right? So the starter kit really is just that. Got a little fuzz here. Okay, I hope that helps answer your question. So when you get your control kit, Whisper Light Bond is what we're using to apply on the lashes and then apply our gossamer lashes. So on one end, you're gonna get black Whisper Light with a micro mascara applicator. On the other end, you're gonna get clear Whisper Light. It comes out white and then dries down clear with a little pointy precision tip. These are the same bond. So same formula, the only difference is the color. They are free of cyanoacrylate, latex, and formaldehyde. So if you have sensitive eyes, this is a great system for you to use. Very easy, very gentle, and safe for you to use at home. This is a great little extra tool. It's called the Blow, and it gives you some directed air. Once you start using the system longer, you're probably gonna wanna move faster. This is a great add-on to have. So I'm just drying my lashes. Clean, dry lashes is how we want to start so that our bond works perfectly. Just checking to make sure they are dry. Okay, so the bonds were designed to be layered. I always use the analogy of applying nail polish. You're gonna apply very thin coats. You can apply multiple as long as you wait about 30 to 60 seconds between light layers for your bond to get tacky. It's gonna come out wet, and you don't wanna start using it like applying your lashes or applying more bond while it's still wet. You want it to dry down a little bit. You want it to be tacky. You're welcome. I have allergy and watery eyes. Do you think the Plus collection will be good or the normal collection? So if you're still getting your, you haven't gotten your control kit yet, the original collection, Amplify, Bold, or Curl are amazing to start with because they're delicate. All of our gossamer lashes are delicate, but they have enough sturdiness so you can kind of manipulate them a little bit. The Plus collection is a little bit more delicate. So I would say if you try the control kit, They're gonna be amazing, really beautiful and natural. And once you put them on, if you think you want something finer and more natural, then go for the Plus collection. That would be my recommendation. Amazing. I got my control kit 3 years ago for Christmas and it's been wonderful. ID Mama 4. Which kit did you start with? Probably Amplify? Was Amplify the only one available at the time that you started? It's possible. And what's your favorite lash style now that we're 5 years into Lashify? Okay, I've added a light layer of bond. I use the black. You can use whatever you like. About 30 to 60 seconds. I'm checking for tackiness. See how it's kind of sticking? I can feel that there's like a little bubble gum kind of stick. And this is the key, you guys. No transfer on the fingernail. If there's transfer, it's still too wet. Just wait. So easy. You started with Amplify too. Did you stick with Amplify or do you have a new favorite? Or do you like to stack? Or is it based on your mood? There's so many different kinds of Lashifines, aren't there? All right, so this is good to start working with. I can start applying my lashes right now if I wanted to. I'm gonna do a very easy double bonding method just so you can see how to layer. You can stick with the black, you can move to the clear, you can only use the clear if you want to. You're gonna play with different bonding methods as you go. You're gonna find what you like. So not a whole lot of right or wrong, just some basic concepts for working with the bond. So now I'm gonna add a second light layer and I'm just gonna tap this in along the base of the underside of my lashes because that's where we're gonna be attaching the gossamers. That's on my wet line. I'm gonna tap that away. I don't need that. We're always gonna apply the gossamer lashes to our natural lashes. We're sticking to hair. You never wanna apply on skin or the wet line or even too close. It's going to be uncomfortable. Let's use this tool so I can get in there. It's gonna be uncomfortable if you're too close to the wet line and they won't last. They will definitely not stick. And I'm gonna show you, we're gonna use a little bit of a gap from the top of the wet line so that you can see the roots of your lashes so you can ensure that they can move, there's no tension, and you're gonna keep them healthy. I love Season Fs. I know, such a great combination. Do you wear them together? Do you like have natural days and then you have your va-va-voom fluffy days? Either way, I mean, they're great by themselves, but they're also beautiful together. Okay, so when you're ready to start picking your lashes, I'm just gonna do super easy lash map that I think is very flattering on most eye shapes. Use your fingers. Use your fingers to remove the lashes from the cartridge. They're delicate, right? They've got some sturdiness, they can withstand quite a bit, but this is the first lash to be designed to be worn underneath the natural lashes. So they have to be super thin, super lightweight. I dropped it. They are made of Korean PBT silk. It's a synthetic material. I'm gonna get you the profile there. And they have to be flat on the underside so that they're comfortable and so that there's not a lot of weight on that underside of the lash there. So this is a patented design. 185 patents on this system. Can you believe it? When I started working for Lashify in early 2020, I believe we had 105 patents. So that portfolio is growing rapidly, and Sahara keeps adding more amazing products to our collection. So cool. Very exciting for us. The cartridge also you can loosen so that if they're being just a little bit naughty or you want easier access to your lashes, you can loosen that. The whole thing actually comes right off. She's thought of everything. How do I know when I need new bond? Hi Justine, I got mine 1 month ago and have practiced many times. It's already quite clumpy. Justine, that's kind of natural, so that's okay. Bonds usually last about 3 to 6 months based on your use. One thing I would recommend, if you think it's getting clumpier, it will get clumpy over time, but I would say the more that you close up your tube between applications, that'll help keep a longer shelf life. The other thing you can do, especially when it's cold, sometimes when it's colder and we're here in winter, the bond can kind of just like tighten up. So one thing a lot of people do is they just kind of put their bond in some hot water, not boiling, just like warm tap water, and just let it sit for a few minutes. We've even had people in the Lashify Live Facebook group say, I stick it down my shirt or in my pocket and keep it warm, walk around, do some chores, and then go ahead and apply, and that helps to kind of soften up the bond. So try that and see if that works for you, okay? Hope that helps. ID Mama says it depends on my mood. I love mixing and matching for different lash maps. Same, I love that. I love that. Okay, so I've applied a little bit of bond and it's gone clear. This is the cool thing about the Clear Whisper Light. As soon as it starts going clear, you know it's nice and tacky. So you have that visual cue of like, okay, I'm ready. If it's still white, then it's still too wet. You just have to wait, okay? That is one of the biggest tips I think I have for new users is slow down. I think everyone gets nervous that this bond is gonna dry down. We're not gonna get the lashes on before it dries. You have a really nice long working time. So take your time. And you can always add more bond if you lose the working time, no problem. So super user friendly. Do you have to get different sizes for your lashes, or do you just do one length? It is completely up to you. There are plenty of people who wear just one length all the way across. When you get your control kit, and you can check it out right here, I pinned it for you. We just adjusted our offering in the control kit. You used to get 2 sizes to try out. Now you get 3. You're automatically gonna get 10 millimeter, 12 millimeter, and 14 millimeter, but you choose whatever you wanna wear. I think why people like to use multiple lengths, I think 2 lengths is great if you want to just more natural looking, but I wear one size straight across all the time. Usually I go, if I'm being lazy, I call it lazy lash mapping. I usually do 10s all the way across or 12s all the way across in any style. So totally up to you. The cool thing is you can create your own custom lash map. Some people like to, you know, get creative. Other people's, oh my gosh, words. Sometimes you just want an easy slap them on lash map, and that's totally fine. All right, so we've got 2 10s so far. When we apply the gossamer lashes, we always leave out a few natural hairs. We never apply all the way to the last hair here on that inner corner or the outer corner. Again, it's gonna be uncomfortable if you go too far in. If you've done strip lashes, you know about that inner corner. It's the same thing with Lashify. So also we've left a little gap. I know that is so hard for you to see. A little gap. We're applying 1 to 2 millimeters away from the wet line. See where my lashes are growing on my eye? That is the top of the wet line. You want to go 1 to 2 millimeters away, up. And you can use the tip of your fuse control wand to measure. This was a holy grail tip for me, you guys, for longevity. I started measuring. Use that little tip. See if it fits between the top of your wet line and the top of the gossamer, or the spine of the gossamer. And if it fits, that is a good indication that you have enough gap for longevity, for comfort, and to ensure that you're keeping your natural lashes healthy. If you see the roots of your lashes, that means you're not gonna get damage, okay? Am I able to do anime type of lashes? Shay, is it Shay or is it, were we going for Cheyenne? Yes, you can. If you check out the volume collection on the website, I would say try looking at either our Starburst, Stardust, or our Extreme Ice, and that will give you a fun anime look. And then you'll mix it, you can mix and match. You can really create whatever lash look you want with Lashify, because we're applying in these small sections, so you can switch to a different size, you can switch to a different style, you can stack them if you want to create just the right look that you're looking for. All right, coming in, I am going up to a 12 here, and I'm just applying so that they stick a tiny bit, and then I can do a little spot fuse. If they're sticking just fine and you want to wait to do your final fuse at the very end, that works too. This is beautiful, looking so good. Justine says, I live in a cold climate and wondered if the temperature and humidity had something to do with it. Yes, because these are bonds that don't have like toxic ingredients in them that are, you know, more hardy. It's a flexible bond. It's going to stay pliable and flexible the whole time you wear them. So yes, they can be a little bit sensitive. So I'm so glad we figured that out for you. All right, coming in, I am still applying right next to each other. I think I'm gonna start overlapping. If you wanna overlap a little bit, you can apply a tiny bit of bond right over the spot where you're gonna overlap. Let that bond get tacky and then keep right on applying. You don't have to overlap, but I do. I like to overlap for my eye shape. I like when I'm wearing wispy styles. I like how the fibers blend together when I overlap. So try it out. Try it both ways. See what you like. I have a little hair here. Try it out. There are other styles I like where I don't overlap at all, and that works too. So you'll find your stride, you'll find your aesthetic. There's no right or wrong. And see how I'm getting that nice Velcro catch? This isn't going anywhere. This is the benefit of waiting for your bond to get tacky before you do anything. If you go too fast and it's still too wet and you start applying, your lashes will slide and product will start moving around. So this is gonna make your life so much easier. Hi Debbie, how are you? How's your Thursday going? Boop, boop, boop. All right, so that was a 14. So I think a lash map like this is, again, just so flattering on most eye shapes. I love doing a tapered sort of shape that follows the shape of the brow and the shape of the eye. So for most of us, we're gonna have shorter natural lashes on the inner corner and they kind of get longer. And this is where you have the most amount of space to play with length if you want to. So right underneath the arch of the brow, usually just off center for most of us, you can apply some longer lengths and then kind of taper down, and that keeps it like, it stays with your face shape and your eye shape. I think it's a great one to start with. Do whatever you like, just a suggestion. So I've added a 14 right there. I'm gonna do one more 14. I have some space, and then I'm gonna drop it down to a 12 millimeter. I think I need to add bond because I'm overlapping. I was gonna see if I could do it without overlapping, but I do need a tiny dot. Look how little I'm applying. It's literally just a tiny tiny dot down at the base of the lash, just enough for it to stick. It's okay, no worries. Does one thing of lashes do both eyes? So start with the control kit. The control kit, you're gonna get 3 cartridges. You're gonna get a 10 millimeter cartridge, a cartridge with 10 millimeter length, you're gonna get a second one with 12 millimeter length, and then a third cartridge with 14 millimeter length. If you're using one style all the way across, for most of us, that's enough for one full application. It depends on the length of your eye. If you have very small eyes, you might take something like 4 gossamers across. If you have larger eyes, you might take up to 7 or 8 across. So it depends on how you want to wear them and the length of your eye. If I apply my lashes one next to each other without any overlap, I take 5 on each eye-ish. They're different too, so you might end up with one more on one eye than the other. I'm overlapping today, so I'm gonna use 6 across to fit and get them to sit how I want. Hi Grace, no worries. So we are doing C's in our extended control kit, because now in our control kit we offer 10, 12, and 14 millimeter included. You get to play. We're doing C10, C10, C12, 2 C14s, and then we're gonna drop it down to a C12 for this really nice, beautiful, natural lash map. Oh, Debbie, I used my free EI10 with some bees. Ooh, I wanna see. Extreme Ice are so fun, aren't they? That was like such a surprising lash. I keep coming back to those as just like when I want something fun. When I want something fun and different, I go to my Extreme Ice. And they do go great with beads. That's like a really great combo. I agree. So much fun, you guys. If you haven't joined our Lashify Life Facebook group, come join us. Over 113,000 members in there. Some of them who joined Lashify, started using Lashify back in 2018 when we first launched. And it's just so much fun. It's like the best online community everywhere. And it becomes more than just lashes in there. You make real friends. I mean, Debbie's an OG Lashifiend and she's always here. I feel like I know her. She's like Auntie Debbie for everybody. Am I right? Same with Bev. She's everyone's Aunt Bev. Oh my gosh, you guys. I've left out a few natural hairs on the outer corner. These guys are mine. If we apply too far out, it's gonna be uncomfortable. They're just less stable, right? We usually have less lashes there. They're more sparse or they're weaker. So bring in the placement by just a smidge. It also allows your lash look to stay lifted. We don't want to droop. If we go too far out, sometimes we get some drooping and it draws the eye shape down. We want nice, beautiful, lifted lashes. Most of the time. I won't say always. Sometimes if you have a certain eye shape and you want sort of like the Marilyn look, that really sultry like downturn, that might work. Okay. I will never say never with Lashify. Okay, let's fuse. A couple different ways to fuse. The fuse control wand is basically the basis of the system. You can't Lashify without it. This is a hand-tooled, oh my gosh, words are so hard today. This is a patented hand-tooled instrument. Did not exist before Lashify. It was designed to fit the curve of your eye, super ergonomic, and you can use it in different ways. I'm gonna show you how I like to fuse. I like to go without the wandums. It gives me more precision and it allows me to really get down all the way to the spines. However, see how it's stuck? You might get some stickiness without the wandums. The wandums will help reduce stickiness. So without the wandums, I'm just gonna move a little bit slower. And I've ensured that I have a gap at the roots so I can really reach. If you find that you're kind of pinching yourself a little bit here, that's a good indication that you can move your spines just a little bit higher away from your wet line, okay? We love it too, yes. No more shorty kit, yes. I know, Danny gave you that auntie title. It's amazing. It really is so sweet. I love it. I can change the angle of how I'm holding my fuse control wand if I need to get into this inner corner. See how it fits the curve of my eye? It's really like I can maneuver it against my face to get exactly where I need. It takes some practice. It's so different. So much of this of the components of this system were just invented. 185 patents. That is so rare in the beauty industry, you guys. As a professional makeup artist, when I came to this brand as a customer, that was like eye-opening. That's not common in the beauty industry to have that kind of innovation. So, you know, you got to spend a little bit of time learning, right? I've never seen this product before. It's very different from what I know in lashes. So just learn a little bit. Give yourself a little grace, go with the flow and have fun. Then I like to put the wandums on. This gives me a nice wide cushy fuse. You can keep them on the whole time if you like. You can leave them off. You're gonna play. I'm gonna go for a full fuse. See how it's following the curve of my eye? That is what it was designed to do. And I settle the wand to the base of my lashes and I close. And now I'm fusing my natural lashes to the gossamers. I can give it a little Lashify lift if I want to keep them even more lifted. Hold it for like 5 to 10 seconds and then slowly release. You might still get some stickiness here, but that's okay. Just do a slow roll and come away. Yes, no more shorty kit because you're gonna get 10, 12, and 14 in the kit now. It's very, very cool. Hi, Sheila E. Is it Sheila or is it Sheila? Hi, Carmen. She says, I love you guys. Just discovered you all. And it's been amazing. The Facebook group has been so helpful. I know. The Facebook group is amazing. Our community is so awesome. All of the education team and Lashify staff are in there. And we're just talking about Lashify, helping with you know, application, tips and tricks, lash map ideas, but honestly, there's so many people using Lashify, have been for years, and they have their own amazing tips and tricks for how they use Lashify. So it's so fun. Sheila, okay, amazing, amazing. So I'm good. I did my full fuse. This feels great. There's little curves in the wand that help too if this doesn't quite work for you, or fusing over here doesn't quite work for you, try using this bump over the curve of your nose and see if this works for you. That could work, right? For me, not so much. I get like the outer half and I would have to fuse, but for some other people, doing it across the nose is like the perfect fuse. So everyone's face shape is different. And then the beauty of the Petit curve, right? So now you get to choose between classic curve on the fuse control wand or Petit curve. Petit curve sits more open, right? This is for a smaller eye shape or a flatter eye profile. The classic curve will fuse any eye shape. Honestly, some people only reverse fuse and that works fine. I love the Petit fuse control wand, but I don't really need it. Can it help? Can it be helpful for a full fuse? Sure. So let me show you what I mean. When I do a full fuse with the classic curve wand and I line it up maybe this way, check this out. I get most of the way, but I miss that outer corner. That's my eye shape. Okay, that's fine. Before we had the Petit curve on the fuse control wand, I would just come in and do a reverse fuse so I could get a good fuse all the way across. Now with the Petit curve, if I line it up like this, I get so much more fuse down all in one go. So that can be helpful for you based on your eye shape. The other thing though, I'm coming back to the classic curve. So you also, sometimes it's a difference of how you line things up. If I line it up that way, I don't get everything. If I come in a little bit closer, see how I moved the end of the fuse control wand over? Now I can get more with the classic curve. So sometimes it's just a matter of changing your hand position, right? You have choices. The thing is, we have more choices now with the Lashify Control Kit, and it's super exciting. Whatever you want, we got it for you. This is C10, C10, C12, 2 C14s, and a C12. Let's take a quick tour. Look how pretty. If you haven't seen Lashify on before, I mean, you can keep it super natural. They were designed to mimic the look of lash extensions or your natural lashes with just like a little bit of oomph. There's no heavy bands sitting on top of your lash line because everything's sitting underneath, and the spines of the gossamers are so flat. They are so thin, you don't feel them. As long as you've applied them correctly and left a little gap, you can't feel a thing. They're so pretty. And I always like to tell people, you can keep it super natural, right? You could just be done, and this is it. It does everything to make you feel ready for the day. If you are a makeup wearer, look at all that lid space that you don't have to fight for. I don't have to hide my band. I can go to town on all of that lid space for those of you especially who have a ton of lid space. It changes the game so much. And then you can mix and match to your heart's desire. You can go super natural during the week. And then if you want to turn it up, you just stack a few on a Friday. It takes 30 seconds, maybe a minute to get, you know, a completely different look. You can switch them up as much as you like. Removing is easy and gentle. Any dual phase makeup remover, any oil will easily remove your bond and gossamers, melt away. One of our removers is so easy. You get a sample of it. We have another remover called Release. This is a quick release formula made of oil, damage-free lashes, and have whatever lash look you want when you want it, and you can change it up whenever you like. I mean, what more could you ask for? Am I right? I know, I'm right. So click on the control kit down here below. If you're here on the website, go check it out. We've got a new offering. We've dropped the price from $145 to $125. You now get 3 gossamer sets instead of 2. You get a 10, a 12, a 14 millimeter to play with, and you get to choose the curve on your fuse control wand. Let's go. If you haven't started your Lashify journey, do it. Do it now and join the Lashify Live Facebook group. We're doing lives here on the website, simulcasting to Facebook and YouTube. We're doing lives on Instagram. We're going to be doing more lives in the Lashify Live Facebook group. We're on TikTok. So wherever you guys are hanging out in social, turn on your post notifications because we are everywhere. Is Amplify the natural look? Amplify is one of the natural looks. So Amplify is going to look very similar to what I have on. These are C's, curl. The difference between Amplify and curl is the strength of the curl. So notice how these have quite a bit of swoop. Amplify is going to sit a little bit more relaxed. So if you want something more natural, definitely go with Amplify. Do you remove these daily? So it's up to you. You can remove them daily. Some of our clients wear them 5 to 7 days or longer. So easy, so good. How long should you wait to dry when you use Night Bond? So Night Bond is a sealer. Night Bond is a sealer. You use it at the very end of your application. So I would wait. Oh, glass, you guys. Oh my gosh, glass. I forgot to talk about glass. Let's talk about Night Bond first because you asked. Night Bond, just like glass, I would wait. Let your bond dry down as much as you can. If you can wait 20 to 30 minutes, wait, and then apply Night Bond along the spines of your gossamers and just let it dry. Drying time varies based on your climate, the heat, humidity, all of that. For some people it dries quite quickly. I put some on my hand the other day and I think it dried down in about 45 seconds. So it's up to you. You'll know, you'll feel it. You just kind of tap a little bit or do the little tacky test, and if it transfers, it's still too wet, right? It's quite fast. Amazing. So glass, I'm so sorry. I forgot about glass. I got so excited. So again, wait about 20 to 30 minutes before you seal. This is an optional water resistant sealer. I like to just apply a tiny bit. A little bit of product goes such a long way. Maybe a little extra for the inner and outer corners. If you have watery eyes, you can apply to the top and bottom of your lash map if you like. Apply to the inside of your wand with the wandums on, and then give it a full fuse. And then that way you have top and bottom coverage, and this helps protect against moisture or oily lids for that matter. So good, right? And then don't touch them. Don't touch them. That is like the last tip I have for all of the newbies. You're gonna want to be like, ee, they're so pretty. So learn your angles. You can check out the swoop. You can check out the lash cleavage. You can check out the under cleavage, and your camera roll is gonna be full of eyeball selfies. You're welcome. All right, you guys, thank you again for joining. We're gonna be doing tons more live tutorials for you. We've got great tutorials on our YouTube channel, on the website. Any questions you have, always feel free to ask. All right, we are here for you. Thank you for joining, Sheila. All right, everyone, have a great evening.